Right, Apple Play update. So I've had a couple of questions. One thing we never answered was, does it work in all the USB ports? So normally when you're doing this Apple Play thing, we did it here and I said, oh, it might work in others, and we've tried it in others. And if you try it in this one here, for example, you don't get, when you plug the Apple Play in, you see that's just got a music sign. See, nothing's happened there. But when I plug it in this one down here, let's have a go, get it the right way round. There goes, charging now. There. So there we go. Right, and we're going to try, and another question asked is, if we do the navigation, does it come up on here? Yeah, George has just pointed out to me we are using WAZE. So are we ready to go now? Has it got that?
I think you need to use that.
Use WAZE on your iPhone and everyone.
On the iPhone it says okay.
Yeah, okay. Right, there we go. Let's try again. Right, we've got on the road because our reception where we live is actually terrible. We've got 4G now. So I'm not sure. We've got WAZE installed on here. I'm not sure which the default navigation is. So I'm just going to try and press this and say navigate to and see what happens. Navigate to Stroud.
Getting directions to Stroud.
So what's that using, George?
Apple Maps.
That's using Apple Maps. So if you're using that voice, we don't know. We've got to
route to Stroud. Head north on Cox's Hill, then turn right onto North End.
Right. So there's a couple of other questions. So you can see that's defaulted. I don't know how, and I'll work out how to get that to use. You might have to manually just select the app and type it in, but it doesn't appear in the navigation screen here. So they're not linked. But we'll have a little play as we drive along and see if we can work out some more. Right, so we've had a little Google and it appears that you cannot, there's no way either on the phone or in the CarPlay interface to change the default maps from Apple Maps to Google Maps or to WAZE. So the only way you're going to do it is to, unfortunately, you're going to have to select the app. So we've selected WAZE. So on WAZE, if we want to do it, we can use voice on WAZE, but we have to do it via the screen. So we have to activate it on the screen. So I think touch here, touch the microphone. Stroud. There we go, so we can select that one there. Do you want to select Stroud, George?
Let's take Shrewsbury Road. In 2 miles, turn right.
So it does integrate with the sound system on the car, which is good, isn't it? Obviously with the Apple Play interface, it's all coming out the speakers. So I guess if we've got music playing, I'd be interested to see, we'll try that, won't we, George? We'll see if we play music, whether it actually reduces the music to let the sat-nav on the Apple CarPlay broadcast over the music. Right, we'll crack on, let's go. Right, so we've just tried it out. We've got some music playing. I can't play it too loud, otherwise we have to give royalties away on YouTube. But when we come up to a junction, it dulls the DAB radio so that you can hear the voice
Turn
instructions.
left onto Summerford Road.
Like there. And then it'll bring it back on again. There you go. So it's actually really clever. They've managed to integrate the car audio system, the DAB, to the app on Apple CarPlay. Really tricky. Right, one other thing. So if you're using CarPlay and you have got WAZE or another map application there, you might not want to have a contradicting map coming up on your display here. So what you can do is a little trick. If you press this button here and then you select display at the top here, and then if you go on that info panel there, click again, and we can change the info panel. We don't want the map. Let's have media, and that'll tell us what's playing on the radio. Select that, and then if you do a long press on this left hand button, that'll take that menu off, and there you go. You see we've got the music that's playing in the front there. So you can really set it all up as you want. We've got the map over there
In
now.
half a mile. At the roundabout, take the second exit onto A419 Cowcombe Hill.
And we can even set the voices in WAZE, can't we, George? We can reconfigure the voices. Whoa. So there we go, another little update. So there's loads of configuration you can do. I'm not a master at this, I'm just trying to give you some ideas of how you can spend a bit of time and get it all set up exactly as you want in the new Defender. So a lot of people will be saying, well, you've got a brand new car with a sat-nav, why would you want to use Apple CarPlay and put WAZE maps on? And it's a good question, but WAZE offers some advantages. One is it has police speed trap warnings because it works on a community system where I can actually tap the screen and report police if I see police, which is obviously good for safety. And the other thing is, if you're thinking of buying one of these in a few years' time when they're available secondhand and the prices drop, if you buy a Land Rover, the maps are going to be out of date. Whereas if you can use a system like this, there's no need to buy dealer maps. You'll be able to have up to the latest info sat-nav on your car, which is quite a big advantage if you think about it for years to come. So here's another interesting thing, random things. So we're driving along, and if you look here, I'll try and do about 40 as steady as I can there we go, 40. Now if you glance over there, George, and look on WAZE, what is WAZE saying I'm doing? 37. Okay, but I'm doing 40, 41 on the other speedo. So which one is more accurate? Now I have changed the wheels and tyres on this, so that may have put the speedo out, or Land Rover may be giving you a overinflated reading of speed to keep you safe, because they have to do that. Car manufacturers have to make the speedo overread, so there's a margin of safety. Otherwise, if you got a speeding ticket for doing 70 when you weren't, or at least your car wasn't telling you were, you'd be able to sue Land Rover. So there we go, that's another interesting thing. Maybe some people would like to try that and check the calibration of their car speedo, because obviously this one is going off the GPS on my phone, so it should, over a steady distance at a steady speed, give an accurate reading. Just for fun, I thought I'd try this. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Hogwarts. There you go, look, Hogwarts Express.